Alright, gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Iron Man Adventures, episode 216, episode 66 on our Dwarven Paladin here. Let's jump back in. It's a little later at night. It's about 12:30 right now. I spent probably 20 minutes. I got back from the gym earlier, took a shower, did some reading, played some guitar, made my protein shake, chugged that, and now I'm finally on. And before I got on, we went and off recording, I went and checked for Iron Eye. He wasn't up, unfortunately. And then I flew from Gadget Sand to Ratchet. I took the boat from Ratchet to Booty Bay, and then I flew from Booty Bay up to Darkshire. And then we ran from Darkshire down here to the Rebel camp. I figured I'd save us some time and just go ahead and get over here tonight, and then we could start here. So let's talk to Thorson.
This is a dangerous place, adventurer. Be careful around here.
Supplies. Yes? What do you want? Oh, supplies from the goblins. Strange seeing a dwarf deliver them. Usually they send their own. No matter. You didn't touch them, did you? Good, good. We wouldn't want anything to happen to our mines. Oh, no.
These landmines will help us defend ourselves from that animal Curzon and his men. Thank you for bringing them. If you need further work, I can probably find something for you to do, and you won't have to deal with those goblins, HM?
Just say,
See you later.
Jungle secrets.
This is a dangerous place,
Wait.
adventurer. Be careful.
Why aren't you giving me jungle secrets? Alright, we'll talk to Sergeant Yoa. Let's go with the second rebellion first. You watch where you step around here, son. You might not be part of our outfit, but that doesn't mean I won't take a cane to you if you fall out of line.
We're fighting a losing battle with Colonel Curzon. Not only is he a brilliant tactician, he outnumbers us at least 10 to 1. To survive, we need to use his own covert tactics against him. Enter his camp to the east and kill his men. Lots of them. And get out before reinforcements can close on you.
Kill 15 Curzon jungle fighters. Okay. And what about bad medicine?
To have a chance against Curzon, we need his healing support neutralized. He has gathered around him a large number of medicine men who heal his forces with jungle remedies, and poison our fighters with venom fern extracts. We need those remedies to cure our own people, and we need a sample of those extracts to study so we can make our own remedies. Search the Curzon compound for both. His medicine men will have the remedies, and the extracts are probably stowed in some of the camp's supply boxes.
Okay, so we need 7 jungle remedies and 1 venom fern extract. Okay. See what Corporal Bluth has. Jungle stew. We'll learn that. Then we'll hold off on Krazik's cookery for right now. Any other quests here that we could take other than Jungle Secrets? I don't know why I'm not able to take that, but
This is a dangerous place, adventurer.
maybe there's a prerequisite that I'm missing or something like that. That must be it. Alright. Excuse me. Go ahead and learn the jungle stew as well. Now we have a bunch of recipes that are going to teach us 8 stamina food, but a few that will also teach us 12 stamina. Or let us cook 12 stamina food, I should say. 12 stamina, 12 spirit for the spider sausages, and then the heavy Kodo stew. You need quite a bit of Kodo meat for these. And Kodo meat is not, not necessarily common. It's not uncommon, but Kodos themselves are kind of uncommon. The one place that I know that we could go for them, obviously, is Desolace. So when we head back out to Desolace, I'll try and hunt some Kodos, and maybe we can get a full stack of this heavy Kodo stew. But realistically, I need to talk to Dirge Quickleave in Gadget Sand once we hit level 40, and become a artisan chef, so that we can get past this 225 hump here. But alright, Hemet Nessingwary. Is that desert dust on your collar? If my nose tells true, I'd say it's not desert dust, it's desert salt. Been to the Shimmering Flats, have you?
Great! My package from Coalbeard. Thank you, adventurer. This crate holds special gauge ammunition, and it'll serve us well out in the jungle. Here's your pay, and tell me, how is crusty old Cravel these days?
Crusty old
Still up to no
Cravel.
good, I'd wager.
Yeah, he
Now
is.
let's step up the challenge and see if you're up to it. Venture into the jungle and bag yourself 10 of those bloody lash-tail raptors. Let's see what you've got.
Right, we're going to take our next
You are learning.
Tiger,
adventurer.
Raptor, and
Let us
Panther
test your
mastery
skills with the mature
quests.
cats now. Kill 10 Stranglethorn tigers this time out.
Right, 10 of the Stranglethorn tigers.
Now you're ready to turn it up a notch. If you want to
Bam.
prove yourself worthy of socializing with the likes of these big game hunters, you'll need to prove that you can kill 10 panthers. Those big boys are tougher. They're not as easy as the young ones you were killing earlier.
Open for business. Light
Right. Oh, we can get rid of Tyrannus' journal at this point. We had it for long enough. We finished that quest chain. I'm gonna have to go up here, so I guess I might as well just kill you. Let's go ahead and hide everywhere else. We do need to go to the wetlands and take on Nekrosh at some point soon, but I think first things first, let's go over and take on Curzon's men, try and get that jungle recipe, or remedy, excuse me, and then there's also regular panthers and tigers over here. Floating wreckage, look at that. We got a good stack of Rumsey's Dark. I'll probably use some of these because I think they can only stack up to stacks of 10. So I'll probably eat like a Sagefish Delight, drink a Rumsey's. Now we're getting Ironbound Trunks. These are very nice. They can have some good stuff in there. Three trunks for one floating wreckage is still our PR. And there's an extra 2 Rumsey's. Okay. Oh, these are black labels. Whoops, I didn't even realize. These are better. The fish got away. I might need to use an Aqua Dynamic fish attractor. Alright. Pretty damn good, honestly. Let's see what's inside. Nice, we get some thick leather. And money. That one was a dud. Feels bad. But the bolts of silk cloth are actually pretty nice. They sell for a good chunk. We need the river crocs for supply and demand for Rizlik to make his boots. Alright, we finally used the last of those flash bundles. Go ahead and drink one of the Rumsey Lights just to get rid of it. Alright, we already got one. Stop and drink or eat one of those sagefish. Pop on another sharpening stone. We don't need the young panthers, we need the actual adult panthers, and I think they lurk around in invisibility. I think they're hiding in stealth. I don't really want to pull multiple medicine men. They have heal and they can heal each other. It's probably better to just pull one at a time. They have heal, they have renew. Kind of tricky to fight. They're humanoids, so they're going to run near death. It's important to remember. Since we have the mana regen with the Sagefish and Blessing of Wisdom, I should be consecrating just to take care of them a little easier. Alright, let's let the mana regen. I'm going to need to clear out this camp in order to get the Venom Fern extract, which kind of sucks, because 2 fighters and a medicine man, maybe I can pull them apart, but it's going to be tricky. I mean, I have a feeling. Oh, it's multiple. Fuck. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. I can't pull all 3 or all 4. That would be bad. Thankfully, the fighters just have improved blocking, but realistically, I want to be at least getting 1 away. If I could get 2 away from the others, that'd be nice, but... Oh, wait. There's some right here. I don't even have to worry about those guys. Seems like there's a lot more medicine men than there are the jungle fighters, but I know that there's a cave over here. Maybe I'd have better luck in that cave for the fighters. Khadgar's whiskers are a... they're just an herb that you can find. I guess that guy was carrying some on him. The remedy only has a 46% drop rate. Call it 50%, so it's not very common. It says 50%, but I don't know. A lot of these drop rates don't feel right. I feel like it's more like probably like a 20%. All right, we got the extract. The fighters shouldn't be too bad. I have a feeling I can take on 2 comfortably. Mostly because they're basically tanks. Yeah, this isn't bad at all. Curzon Commandos, okay. Let's be on the lookout for them. They're hiding in stealth. That renew is kind of nasty. First one that's actually casting a heal. Now remember, Hodge is just a stun. It's not like a silence or a kick where it like locks them out of the spell casting. They can do it right after. Unfortunately, he's going to get that one off, and it's a big heal. It's basically a full heal. Gonna front load the mana here. When we cast a new Seal of the Crusader, we'll cast a new Blessing of Wisdom. God, the medicine men are actually really nasty to fight as a paladin. There's our second jungle remedy. Ugh, it's gonna take a while to do this one. Dude, he's getting so many more blocks than me. What the hell? Quick Holy Light. Let the mana start regenning. Where are you running, bud? Oh shit, there's a commando. The stockpile. Some silver in there. They have Netomatic, Smoke Bomb, Backstab, and Sneak. It's kind of crazy that Smoke Bomb already existed in the game in vanilla, but they didn't give it to rogues until what? TBC? Wrath? It's a different kind of Smoke Bomb though. A lot of these medicine men have random herbs on them, which I guess makes sense, right? They're like men of the alchemy, right? Oh, they have some caged panthers that I could take on too. Unfortunately, they have wranglers that their panthers don't count. And war tigers. Bred for war. Two medicine men just looks like a nasty fight. I don't really want that. There's a chest in this inn over here. Whatever you want to call that, house, inn. See if maybe I can pull one of these medicine men outside and not aggro the other. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to, man. Two medicine men working with each other, it just sounds like a nightmare. Like, I pulled him, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna try it. I mean, I have no other choice, but it's mostly the healing each other that I'm worried about. Maybe if I like time it correctly, I can get lucky and interrupt one if he goes for the heal. It seems like they don't always go for the heal. It's interesting. Alright, well these two respawned. Quick holy light on ourselves. Mobs are starting to respawn. Go ahead and hodge that. There's some King's Blood. Yeah, they just have all kinds of different herbs on them. That renew is rough when, you know, your weapon doesn't really do that much damage. They're able to heal through a lot of the damage that I'm dealing. It's very similar to my... Nice, I got him. Hey, our first page. It's very similar to my Seal of Light, it feels like, for them. Yeah, we're gonna need to probably buy that next bank slot in order to store all these pages, honestly, because my bank is looking full. I've got 5 open slots, and another slot will give me an extra 10, so 15 slots to store all those pages, which I'm gonna need. All right, 4 out of 7 on the remedies, and some Fade Leaf. Let's go. These guys are actually a really good mob to farm if you're an herbalist. It's probably better to just run around on a mount or in travel form or something like that and look for herbs, but, you know, it's not bad. 2 King's Blood, a Fade Leaf, Life Root, and Khadgar's Whiskers. It's not bad. I'm just realizing too that these are... Oh nice, another page. These are items that... They're not quest items, they're just raw items. They cure diseases and neutralize poisons. You could farm these and carry around stacks of these and like cure any ailments that you get, or diseases too, so it's better than Purify, which is nice. There's sometimes we get hit with like a 20-minute disease or something like that, and it's kind of brutal. Hodge right at the end. Oh shit. That was actually long enough aggro range? It's kind of crazy. Go ahead and use Stone Form here. I don't have my Hodge, so I need to hurry up and Zerg down this Medicine Man. He's gonna get it off. Should have cleared out of the house, or cleared the house before I opened up this chest, honestly. I know better than that. Thankfully, I'm very tanky. You know, I'm healing up a lot of the damage that we're taking, and double Seal of Light, have it... Oh, shit. Nice, okay. Have it on the target, judged, and then also have it as my active seal. Get a lot of healing that way. 25. Damn, stop running. Page 25. Alright, we're starting to get the pages now. I think what we'll do this time is... Swift Thistle. Last time we were reading every page when we got them. I think this time I'm gonna get every page, build the collection, and then put them together as like a entire like series, because we know what it is. It's Hemet Nessingwary's like epic hunt is kind of what the pages are about. But I think I'd rather read it as one big cohesive like report, instead of like randomly getting page 8 and being like, okay, well, what's on page 8? It's like this scattered story that doesn't really make much sense. I think I'd rather read it as one big collective whole. I think we'll get more out of it this time. That medicine man's gonna see that, isn't he? Nope. Well, there are some books in here, but man, what an empty room, bro. This is so depressing. There's a fireplace in the corner, which is like very much a fire hazard, and then there's nothing else in here except a stack of books on the ground. Brother, you just hanging out in here? Not a chair, not a fucking bed, no furniture. Single dudes really be living like this, I swear. I did housing maintenance for a while. He's gonna get the heal up. I did housing maintenance for a while, and there was a lot of apartments and houses and homes and rooms that I would have to go into to do work. To, you know, people would call out for some service, and I would show up, work like fixing sinks, electrical problems, carpentry issues, tons of stuff. Basically, if something was broken, you name it, and I could fix it. I did that for like 3-4 years. It's actually a really cool job. I liked it a lot, but it helped hone a lot of different crafts, from like carpentry, like I said, electric, plumbing, and now I've got that general knowledge to like carry out in my life, and I can just fix a lot of things. And if I don't know how to fix it, I know how to research how to fix it, and then like just get my hands on something and fix it, which is really cool. Anyways, I would go into a lot of like single guys' apartments, and I could tell that they were single basically this second that I walked into their apartment, because it'd be like nothing on the walls, apartment completely empty. You know, there's a fucking TV on the floor, and then there's like a mattress on the ground with no bed frame, no nightstands, and it's like, all right, bro, I know you ain't got no bitches in your life. Like, it was just so obvious. It was very funny to me. Or like, if they were an older gentleman, like, and they were alone, I could tell, because they would have things like, I went into this one guy's apartment, and he had this like, the only thing he had on his walls, it was near his door, was this like box of different golf balls that were like collected from different courses that I guess he'd visited or played at. And it was cool, but it's like, why is this the only thing that's on your walls? You ain't got no art, you ain't got no tapestries, no nothing. Like, if I showed you my walls, like in my place, I've got a big ass, if you know the band Converge, they're like this heavier band. I've got this tapestry of Jane Doe. It's one of their first albums. I was really into music like that when I was younger. But I've got like that tapestry there. I've got this giant tapestry behind my bed. I built my bed frame. It's like this wooden bed frame that I built. It's like Japanese style, so it's low to the ground. I've got a bunch of stuff behind my my computer. This cool like Native American tapestry over there in the corner. Some stuff, this like piece of rock that has a sun and a moon intertwined on it that my ex got me. I got that hanging on some of the walls over there. I just got a ton of stuff, a bunch of different like tattoo shop cards, because I've got a bunch of tattoos, and whenever I would like visit a shop, or if I knew a friend that worked at a shop or something like that, I would get some cards, photos of family members here on the wall. Like, you gotta have stuff, man. And I get that, you know, not all guys are very like decorative or whatever, but I don't know, it's very telling. I'm like, yeah, you're alone, bro. And there's nothing wrong with it. I completely respect dudes being on their own. I'm kind of going through that phase of my life right now where I'm just like, yo, do I even want, like, I'm talking to a girl, but it's like, do I even want someone in my life, I made it very clear to her that I'm like, listen, I'm not looking for anything serious. I just got out of like a 5-year relationship. I'm kind of just looking to be alone. And she's cool with it, but I also feel like I'm like kind of leading her on a little bit. And I've tried to like, I broke it off one time and then it kind of rekindled again where I made it clear that I was like, look, I don't want to lead you on. You seem very eager and kind of want something out of this. And, you know, I don't want you to think I'm just like using you as like a hookup buddy or something like that. But like, that's kind of what you are. Like, but I mean, she's a cool girl. We actually get along really well. We have good chemistry. I like how we talk, but again, I don't know. I just kind of got burned pretty bad by my ex, and I don't really want a relationship right now. I kind of want to just spend some time on my own, and it's one of those relationships that made me, because I'm getting older now in my life, and I'm like, maybe I'm not meant to have kids. Maybe I'm not meant to be like a married man, or you know what I mean? Maybe I'm gonna be one of those dudes that's just like alone forever. It's like, yo, that could be my story, and I'm okay with it. I've accepted it at this point, so it's like, you know, the idea of a lot of modern women. No offense if you're a modern woman watching my content or whatever, but it's just, I don't know, it's interesting. A lot of these modern women, they don't really want to do anything or offer anything to your life, but they want you to take care of them like they're children. They basically, they don't want... I heard someone say this and I really resonated with it. A lot of modern women aren't looking for like love as in a partner sense of love. They're looking for like paternal love. They're looking for a man that basically acts like their father. And my ex was very much like that. And I don't know. I'm not really looking to get into another relationship like that. She couldn't really have kids. She didn't really want to do like anything. She just kind of wanted to be like taken care of and princess treatmented, and I was very much like for that for the first like 5 years of our relationship. And you know, I was paying for every trip, paying for everything. She wanted horseback lessons, like would pay for that, bought her full like jockey gear, constantly like getting her little things. It's like it really adds up, and I really screwed. Before I met her, I was really good with finances, and I had a big chunk saved. And now that we're at the end of that relationship, I don't have any of that saved. I've got some debt that I need to pay off, but we're working on that. So yeah, it just kind of set me behind, and it's made me realize like that's not really something that I'm looking for ever again. And if I was to get with another woman, like, I don't know, I'm looking for like a life partner that wants to build something together, not someone that wants to be taken care of. So that's going to eliminate a lot of the competition in today's like modern dating market is what I've realized. So if I'm meant to be alone, then I'm meant to be alone kind of thing. But anyways, therapy session is over. I told you guys that the WoW episodes are kind of like a therapy session. Kind of pull back the curtain a little bit and start rambling about random bullshit. In a lot of our other series, I just kind of mostly focus on the game. And there is a lot of times when we're playing WoW, I'm like mostly talking about like, use the seal here, get the mana regen, yada yada. But then sometimes we peel back the curtain a little bit, start talking about bullshit. I will say though, I had a very, very productive day today, and it always feels good to have a productive day. I don't know about you guys, but I'll go through some slumps of like a little bit of depression or something like that, and I feel down and out, and then I'll just have a really productive day. You know, go to work, get some work done. This was my day today. Went to the post office, dropped off some stuff, cleaned my entire house, went to the store, got my cat some cat litter, got a couple of extra like things that I needed. Floss, mouthwash, that kind of stuff. I went and got a new charger for my beard trimmer because it was broken. Got some reading done, got some guitar practice done. Went and worked this afternoon. Got a good like 6 hours in, pretty good. And then went to the gym, got my protein shake in, took a shower, and now I'm here getting some recording done. Just a good, productive day. Feels good. Alright, this is the last jungle fighter we need. Whoops, wrong seal. Start working our way out of here. We have all the remedy, right? Yes. Yes, okay. I'll tell you, these would be a nightmare to farm, though, just because they don't have the best drop chance, so... I will say, too, of course, as you guys know, I have some games that I play that I don't record, and, like, I've talked about Apex on the channel before. I don't really record Apex because there's not, I definitely could, but the way that I've set up the structure, I do Let's Plays. I don't do just, like, random episodes of stuff. I'd probably start a different channel if I wanted to do that, and, there are some games that I like to just have for me, and Apex was one of them for a long time. I had two real-life buddies that we would play Apex together and game together, climb ranked. But I'm kind of hitting a lull on that, and I've switched over to Marathon. I've talked to you guys about Marathon before. One of my other buddies plays. We used to live together. We had a place, and he's moved out of the state, like halfway across the United States, honestly, to Seattle. So now he's in a completely different time zone as me, and we don't really get to talk that much. It's been a long time since I talked to him until I found out he was playing Marathon and I'd started playing Marathon, so we're kind of playing that together, and I've been having a lot of fun with that game. A lot of fun. And the new season drops tomorrow, so I do have some things that I want to do. I do have to work tomorrow night, and I do want to go to the gym. As well as, continue. I'm trying to read every night. This entire year I've been trying to take on, like, reading more and doing guitar practice every night. Every other weekend I'm trying to go to rock climbing. I also want to join, like, another, like, MMA gym, maybe Muay Thai. I've talked about this before, but me and my buddies back in high school, we had this guy that was a ex-amateur BJJ fighter. His name was Byron, and he taught us some stuff, and we would train with him like 4 or 5 times a week, and I really missed that. That was a lot of fun, and I kind of want to get back into that, or something like that, as I'm getting older. But yeah, I got some stuff to do tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to record an episode tomorrow, just because the new season of Marathon comes out, and I kind of want to hit that hard for the time that I do have outside of all the other shit that I have to do in real life. So we'll see. I might get an episode in tomorrow. I might not. I might just hit Marathon pretty hard. You guys will never know, though, because I'm way ahead of schedule on the WoW content. A lot of this is already like I've talked about in a lot of my other series. I record ahead of time and then get things like set up on a schedule. I'm one of those people that I'm very OCD. I'm very like planner heavy. I like to stay ready so I don't have to get ready kind of mentality. So I have things pre-recorded by like a large chunk if possible. I like to be like 2 to 3 weeks ahead of schedule. I think right now when it comes to hardcore WoW, I think I'm like a month and a half ahead of schedule, so we're way ahead on schedule. Mostly because I've been doing 2 episodes a day. And I've been really enjoying our time on this character, so we're very ahead of schedule. I can afford to like not record for a day or something, but I've been recording so much because I've been enjoying it so much, right? So, all right, let's pop a new food buff. Stop and drink real quick. We got to kill 5 more of these tigers, and then we'll get a couple more panthers. Swing back down by the coast. Get 1 more large river croc skin, and then we'll try and get the fuel regulator blueprints. Then we just need the raptors. We're holding off on the encrusted tail fins. And then depending on the time that we have, it's already getting kind of late. I might just keep it to a strict hour tonight, And then tomorrow, if I do play, we need to take on Nekrush. I was supposed to do that, but I made my way down to the jungle instead of going to Nekrush. And yeah, we need to get that done. At this point, I think with Nekrush, I'll be able to pull apart the camp a little bit. I don't have to worry about those orcs being hostile to me. I think a lot of them will be gray. And that's what I'm banking on. That way I can kind of like pull the camp apart a little bit and then take on Nekrush on his own. Very much not afraid of these tigers. I really like these bristly whiskers though. 7 silver, 33 copper each. Stack of 3 goes for 22 silver. It's crazy. It's our last tiger over there, and then we'll start hunting panthers. I think we have a better chance at panthers over here, honestly. The Adventure Company base camp. I think the fuel regulator blueprints are actually back here, not in this tower and not in this logging mill camp or whatever. Yeah, very much not likely to see any panthers over there. I think it's literally the one that's in Curzen's compound is why that we have that little marker there, but I'm gonna try and avoid as many goblins as I can. Just grab this item and get out of here. Yeah, I think it's in this house. There's some Khadgar's whiskers. No way. Oh, we need Kozil's key. Oh, that's right. And Kozil is up on top of this, yeah. I was like, I feel like I had to go up here when I've done this in the past, and that's why we have to go up here. Lake Nazfaridi. Just try and be stealthy and swim. What the hell was that? Ooh, some greater sagefish. Alright, let's take on the crocs and fish up these pools of greater sagefish, because I do need that. Oh, these are actually not the crocs that I need. These aren't the crocs you're looking for. Tendon rip. 60% movement speed reduction. Whew. Some croc meat. Happy with that. It feels almost illegal to get rid of Swift Thistle, knowing how important it is for rogues, but it's not important for me, and I'm in solo Self-Found, so I can't like send them to my rogue or sell them. They're really only worth 30 copper. I think I'm just going to get rid of them. That hurts. Just understand that hurts me. That literally hurts like a part of me. But I recognize like it's a different kind of game that we're playing. We're playing Self-Found, right? I can't sell those things on the auction house. I can't send them to my rogue for the future. I wish I could. And trust me, next up, I mean, a lot of these other herbs are going. King's Blood next, then the Life Root. I'm ordering them in what's the cheapest to the most expensive, in case I do want to like get rid of them. Okay, we only got 2 in the last one. Hopefully we can get a little more here, but they're also good for a cooking skill. If we get 11, I'll max out my cooking. No, I can make some jungle stew as well. Crocodile gumbo. Probably just gonna sell the croc meat then. This is kind of going backwards. I don't really need more 6 stamina food. I've got tons of these goblin deviled clams. Alright, 5. That's not bad. Alright, let's try and work our way up. Get Kozil's key. See if I can keep him in my dead zone and grab this other mechanic. They are humanoid, they might run near death. If that's the case, let me angle them to go like this way. Yep, come back. Ooh, that was close. Okay. They do run near death. If that's the case, let's just go ahead and put Seal of Justice on them. Let the mana regen. Alright, Kozil's not here, but his key is up. Nope. Fuck me. Is that line of sight? Yeah. I let the Seal of Justice fall off or something, man. Lightning Bolt has an insane range. It's like 40 yards. We are 4% from 38, which 2 levels from our mount. And we'll get to start our blacksmith quest if I can get to 200, I think. We were talking to our buddy Kin of Uther, who's not online right now. He was giving us some tips about blacksmithing. He's a little bit ahead of the curve on it than us. He had that cool trinket that we saw, which gives us the Hammer of Expertise, I think is what it's called. It's like a 1 hour long duration epic hammer, which we're going to be using like non-stop once we get that thing. I thought it was like an item that you only get for 1 hour and then it goes away, but it's a trinket that you get and it has a 3 hour cooldown and it lasts for 1 hour, which is really cool. Oh, Foreman Kozil is here. Alright, we need to Seal of Justice when he gets to about 30% health so he doesn't run right about now. Gonna go ahead and interrupt that. He's got a flame shield on him, that's kind of nasty. drink up. Kozil should be pretty easy. We're taking on elites like it's nothing, so a mob that's one level over us, it's no big deal. Check if there's anything. Can I line of sight him through this? I can. That's sick. Go ahead and cast again. Oh, it actually goes through that wall, though. Interesting. Now it's going through this wall? Okay. Alright, Kozil's key. We also got some extra silk. A pair of hardened leather shoulders. Alright, let's get the blueprints. Go back, kill a couple more crocs, get the hell out of here. We should have enough time to probably hunt the panthers, maybe the raptors, if I go over a little bit, but... Fuel regulator blueprints. Check for some more floating wreckage, too, as we go down the lake. Lake Nazfaridi. Oh, the chest is in here. How many goblins are around? Work boss, a lumberjack, and a lumberjack. It's just 3. 34, 36, 35. Damn. It's my little dwarf body can't get up here, bro. I'm going for it. Oh, he like blood furies all 3 of them. Switch to concentration aura. Back to red. Going from the lowest to the highest. Holy light, flash. Let that mana regen now. Just keep swinging. Should have used stone form earlier, but use it now and just get some value out of it. Seal of Justice him, get him to come right back on us. Holy light, flash. Let some mana regen first. I don't really need the Seal of Light on him now. We will go ahead and Justice him so he can't run. Then we'll go Righteous and just beat him. Beautiful. Broken Electro Lantern. Let's see what's in the chest first. Money. We'll take the chest piece. We'll leave the bread and the nectar for someone else, unfortunately. I wish I could reset it, but... I mean, I guess I could. I should reset it. Let's not be a dick. If I can, I should. Just get rid of the croc meat because it's worth 50 copper and I'm just going to get rid of it anyways. There we go. We get the chest piece that's worth 12 silver basically. Let's swim down the river, or the lake, excuse me, and avoid the Sharptooth Frenzies. I turned on our Dwarven Treasure just to see if there was any treasure underwater down here, but turns out there was some back there. It's going to be close. I don't think I can take on the Raptors, honestly, tonight. More Sagefish. Issue is now is inventory space. I'll tell you what we can do. Make one more extra coarse sharpening stone, replace the one that we used, or one of the ones that we used, and that'll make one free slot. That way if we get a trunk, it's not just gonna like go away if I click off really quickly. And we already have the Sagefish stack right here, so. One. That should be close enough to work. Okay, 2. Whoops. It's tabbed out. Is that another pool? I swore I just saw another pool. Maybe I'm losing my mind. In case this guy doesn't drop it, I'm pulling him over to the others. That's our guy, though. Let's go. Alright, we'll go over a little bit, but it is kind of late. I'll go over enough to get the Panthers, and we'll save the Raptors for the next time that we play. I'll try and get in a session in either tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. At some point we'll play, but like I said, that new server drops for Marathon tomorrow, or the new season drops for Marathon tomorrow at like 1 or 2 p.m. I'll be trying to hit it. Before we go for the Panthers, let's swing by the Axe Merchant in Hemet's camp.
Need help?
Yeah, everything else I think we're keeping.
Be careful.
Another pool of Sagefish, though. We sit at 7. I think we said 11 is what we need to max out our cooking. We're about half a bar from 38, which we will get when we turn in at least one of these quests. You don't get very many out of these pools of Sagefish, but
Hello.
let's just turn this in.
I am impressed, adventurer. You are progressing quite well. Now I'm going to up the stakes on you and truly test your...
Not yet. We'll come back for that. The final quest, or the last 2 quests, we'll hold off on. We've got some lower level quests that we need to do first. They're 35, 37, and 40, I think is what they are, the 3. And I think we've got some stuff out here in Desolace that we need to do first. 35, 35, 36, maybe not. 35, yeah, I mean, I think that's majority of the quests are like 35. I think we're getting to the point where we're caught up. Quay's only got one level 33 that chains into a 36, 35, 30, 31, 34, but they're elites. Yeah, I think we're at the point to where 35 is going to be as good as it gets. Always be eating the goblin devil clams, because, like we said, we're getting to the point where we're going into the next stage of food, right? These give 6. This can give us 12, double. So ideally, we make a full stack of this, and we eat this. We just need to use these now. Once we're done with this session, I'll do some more research, look at the map a little bit, and see where's the actual like best place for us to go. Iron up in the mountains, but that's quite a few goblins to kill to get up there. $35 in the Badlands, 37, 35, 38, 35. Dungeon quest, let's hide those. 36, one's a dungeon quest, 37 is elite, 35, 40. Dungeon quest, hide that. 37, 37. I'm gonna hide Crystal in the Mountains. It's just in so many different locations, and it's messing with my brain to see like what quests we actually have where. If it drops, it drops. If not, you know, whatever. 39, 35, 37, 38, 40. It's a repeatable. $39, $40, $37. A lot of elite quests here. 136, a 35 down here. 37, 38, and then 42 plus that we're never doing the final bit of that, honestly. 36. $36, $38, $36, $40. I think next up is honestly Dustswallow Marsh. 35, 35, 36, 36, 37, 35, 35, 38. $39, $39, $36, $38, $39, $35, $39, $39. Yeah, I think we're jumping between Dustwallow, Desolace, and then I guess still some of Stranglethorn. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna be jumping all over the place for the next like 5 to probably 7 levels. At this point in the game, we're not really staying in one zone. We're just going to be jumping around, doing the lowest level quests in this place. Once we're done and we're onto like the higher level quests, we'll move, you know, continue to chip away at those lowest level quests. So that way, while we're still on the goal to do every quest, we're getting all the value out of them. And there we go. We hit 38 just like that. Another point to go into toughness, and now we've got 10 points in protection, so I can start getting shields back. We could get Blessing of Kings, but I feel like Blessing of Wisdom is just so nice. 10% to all stats is also nice, though. It gives me more strength, more agility, more stamina, more int, more spirit. I don't know if it works for armor like that, but Right, these are our last 2 Panthers right here. I mean, we're not too far over. Maybe I go for the Raptors too. Just get all 3 done. It's really not hard killing creatures. I think we'll go for the Raptors too, and then we'll call it there. We'll have Tiger Mastery at 35. So now 35 is green to us. It's like right on the sweet spot where it just became green. So basically any quest that's like 35, 36 is kind of where we're aiming at this point. I think we've done majority of the quests that are like 33, 34. I think now we're aiming for 35. These whiskers are nice, man. They sell for a lot. 36 silver for that stack right there. We are up to 32 gold at this point too, which is kind of crazy. Balal Ruins. Oh yeah, these are the raptors that are right outside of the Horde encampment. I remember these. Yeah, it shouldn't take but 5 minutes to kill 10 of these things. We'll just get this done, that way tomorrow when I play, and not if, I should be able to play at some point for at least an hour. We'll go take on Nekrosh. We're close to the finale of each Raptor, Tiger, and Panther. There's one more set after this, and then you hunt the kind of big Raptor, big Panther, big Tiger, and then you take on Bangalash, the like king of the jungle, right? I'm actually not worried about Bangalash too much on my my Paladin. I definitely want to hit 40 first. But with all of our tools, all of our self-healing, we've shown that we can take on elites like pretty damn well. Yeah, I think we go Nekrosh tomorrow into... Nekrosh into Dustwallow? Ah, shit. Because what we could do is, we could take on Nekrosh, go to Menethil, catch the boat to Theramore, and then bam, we're right in Theramore. We take Mudrock, Soup, and Bugs, we go out, talk to the Swamp Eye Jarl and interact with the loose dirt, talk to Stinky, go to Hendel, make our way over here to the Burnt Down Inn, take everything there, talk to Dirt Feet. Yeah, I think we start Dustwallow tomorrow, after we take on Nekrosh. And then we'll revisit the jungle when we're kind of done with some of these other areas. I should check if Gluggle is up. We killed that rare on my rogue, I remember that. Kalai Ruins. Let's get a Holy Light off, spend the mana. There's his knockdown. Let him kill himself to Red Aura. Actually, just consecrate him, I guess. Front load the mana too. Put a new blessing on. We save the raptor flesh. We get rid of the raptor eggs. The curved raptor talons go for 6 silver each too. Holy. This is at the point where the game really starts giving you a lot of money. It feels like gray items are worth a lot. Like, I remember being like level 15 or so, and a stack of gray items might give us like 2 silver, 3 silver, and we're like nickel and diming every silver. Now it's like, here, 36 silver, 12 silver, right? Even the sagefish is like 12 silver for 9. And it'd be even more if I, cook it. But obviously I want to cook it and then use it. The greater sagefish is pretty good mana regen food. Instead of 20, we get 26, which does add up. Do a holy, 2 flashes, and we should be good. Yep, glyphed bracers. Those would be really good on a rogue or a feral druid, but like really good. 6 agility, 4 stamina. That's just exactly what you want in hardcore. Agility and stamina with it being on the heavier side towards the agility. And one just respawned right in front of us. Cool. Clever girl. Let some of that mana regen. We'll use another Consecrate when we get low on our seal here. Again, continue to let the mana regen, let him die. Gonna go with the Seal of Righteousness here, just to kind of finish this thing off. Raptor Hide goes for a decent bit too, right? Yeah, 2 silver each. It's more for leather working, but... Alright, we need 2 more. We'll pull these 2 here. And yeah, like I said, it's like 7 minutes is what it's taken us. It's not bad. Let's make sure we don't pull a 3rd, though. I could probably hang, but I don't want to do it because I'm using my mana very aggressively here. Plus the knockdown is just kind of nasty. If I needed to heal, they knock me down. Could be bad news bears. Let's go double seal here because I'm about to kill you and put a new Seal of Light on you. Holy Light and a flash. Spend the mana. Now we'll let it regen. This knockdown is nasty. Oh, sneeze, hang on. Alright, just 1. Let's check for Gluggle. Like I said, once we hit 40 and I get my mount, we'll be checking for some rares like a lot more consistently, trying to hunt them down. Mostly, obviously Iron Eye, but Logrash, of course. Possibly the rare Worgen Terra Wolf Pack Lord out here in Ashenvale. I would like this necklace. It's a very good necklace. 5 stamina, 3 agility, and I don't have a necklace yet. Those are the main 3 that I'm thinking about, like, consistently hunting. We could check for Iron Eye. Obviously, we have our Hearth here in Gadget Sand, so jump on the mount, run up, check for Iron Eye. If he's not up, all good. Come back down. Fly up to Ashtranar, jump on the mount, go check for the Pack Lord. If he's not up, all good. We could fly up to Aberdeen, catch the boat over to Menethil. And then from Menethil, we fly up and we go... Sorry, I'm trying to run and avoid mobs at the same time. We would fly up from Menethil to South Shore, run up, check, see if Logrash is up. I can also look for ore. Logrash has a lot of good items for us, though. Both the Black Ogre Kickers and the Pacifier would just be incredible pickups, man. If I picked up the Pacifier, I'd probably go two-handed for a little bit again. One, the item looks so fucking cool. I don't really know if there's another mace that looks like that in the game. Looks sick. It looks so fucking cool, man. This like flail two-handed mace. It's just so metal. It's badass. But then also, the kickers are incredibly good. They look a little goofy, I'll be honest, but they're so good. Look at the stats on these bad boys. 13 stamina, 6 strength, 166 armor compared to my current boots. 128 stamina, so we're getting, call it 128 armor. 128 stamina would be crazy. 128 armor compared to 166 armor. We're getting 40 armor off the boots alone, right? We gain an additional 7 strength and... No, sorry. We gain 2 strength. We gain 7 stamina for 3 spirit. That's insane, man. Those are so good.
Perfectly executed, adventurer. Now the hard
Thank you, sir.
part. A
Not yet.
true panther hunt.
So 35, 38, and...
Now that's how you get a trophy or two over the old hearth. Nice killing, adventurer. Let's see how you...
41. Okay. So we probably want to take on Tiger Mastery first, but again, we'll do that another time. I think we're going to leave the jungle for a little bit here. I do need to go back to Booty Bay and turn some of these quests in too, so let's go talk to Yawa. These guys all have chains that are, you know, pretty nice. 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, and then 37, 37 on the other one. We only went over about 15 minutes. It's not bad. I need to go to Stormwind, turn in reassignment. Need to go down to Booty Bay. Need to go to Loch Madon, talk to Ironband again. To the Badlands to talk to Martek. Go talk to Quay out in the Arathi Highlands. It sucks that there's not a flight path out here in vanilla. I think in a later version of WoW you get a flight path out here, but...
This is a dangerous place.
Alright, let's turn in the second rebellion first.
Well done. The loss of those jungle fighters will relieve some of the pressure on our camp. But now that you've had a taste of the forces we're up against, do you still want to throw your lot in with us?
Sure. I'm waiting on those remedies in that extract, Bale.
Well done, adventurer. These remedies will keep more of us alive and in fighting shape, and the extracts will help us create our own remedies.
We get the Gorilla Cleaver. I'm tempted to switch over to this thing.
Troops are reduced, you must face his highly trained forces.
Not yet.
Now that many of his regular troops are
38, 38, 37. We've got some other lower level quests to do first. I'm tempted to switch over to this thing. It's pretty much double the damage. It's a lot slower, but I mean, it's nice. It's just that I have to level up a new weapon skill. Our one-handed axes have kind of fallen behind pretty hard. That's the only thing that's kind of like, do I really want to do that? The damage per second isn't that much of a difference though. 17.7 compared to 16.7. It's 1 DPS higher. I think I'm going to continue using our sword. Alright, and then... God, I really need to go turn some of these in. Alright, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to run to Duskwood, and then we're going to fly from Duskwood to Stormwind. I'll go talk to Samuelson. We'll turn in reassignment. Is there anything else here? 40 plus, it's an elite, not a dungeon quest. 43 elite, South Shore, Brother Anton. A lot of these we can hold off on for now. Alright, yeah, I'm going to pause the video. We're going to resume when we get to Stormwind. I'll turn this in, and then I'll pause one more time. We'll fly down to Booty Bay. We'll turn in what we need to and take what we need to. And then I'll hearth from here. We'll wrap it up in Gadgetzan, and then tomorrow we'll start Dustwallow. And probably... no. Shit. I think I need to go up to Menethil and call it in Menethil for the night. That way we can take on Nekrosh when we start, and then we can hearth. I just want to hearth so I can check for Iron Eye, like whenever I'm on or throughout the day tomorrow or something, whenever I have some time. This is tricky, boys. This is tricky. Either way, I'm going to pause. We'll resume when we get to Stormwind, and then we're going to go to Booty Bay after really quickly, turn these in, and then we'll call it for the night. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, gamers, we made it to Stormwind. We just need to go into the keep and talk to Samuelson. I did cook and smelt down the tin, the iron, the greater sagefish, some of the roast raptor and stuff like that. We have capped out our cooking. We're now at 225. So that makes our second, technically our third profession that we're almost, we're not there yet, but we're going to become an artisan in cooking. We are already an artisan in first aid, and we're an artisan in mining, so. Samuelson? Greetings, citizen. May the Stormwind City Guard be of any assistance?
What's this? Ah, so my attentive pupil has applied himself to the problem of the Naga in South Shore. Thank you for bringing this to me. I will certainly take it into account when I review personnel assignments in the next month.
Sir, yes, sir. Alright, I'm going to pause again. We will resume when we get to Booty Bay, and we will... maybe we'll wrap it up in Booty Bay for the night. Maybe I'll just fly to Menethil, and we can resume in Menethil. I'll probably fly to Menethil. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, gamers, we are just getting into Booty Bay. While I was in Stormwind, I went ahead and picked up our training. We got level 38 training, which means we got our next rank of Turn Undead, which goes from 10 seconds to 15 seconds on the Flea. Didn't really need it, but I was like, you know what, I kind of want to get it, so we got it. We finally got Seal of Wisdom. That's a huge one. We got our next rank in Holy Light. It's a big heal, 698 to 780, and then the crit will probably be like roughly around 1,000. That's insane. We got our next rank in Blessing of Wisdom, I think, right? Nope, sorry. We got Holy Light, Seal of Wisdom, Blessing of Protection, and Turn Undead. So the big ones are a new rank in Holy Light and a Seal of Wisdom, which is like a new seal for us. I also went ahead and spent majority of our money after we got our training to get another bank slot. That cost us 25 gold, and then I bought the bag to have matching bags. So that was another 2 gold right there. So it was about 27 gold that we spent on the bank slot and the bag. And then our training ate up the rest. So we're pretty much broke now. We're down to 1 gold. But remember, we don't have to afford a mount at 40. We get ours for free, which is really nice. So, you know, I figured, you know, we could go ahead and spend the money. But all right, let's turn these quests in. What the hell? Oh, it's my cat. Investigating the camp.
So my information was correct, as usual. Interesting. Well, I don't suppose they pose any sort of threat of interference with our operation, but perhaps they have a need for some of our excellent manufactured products.
The rumor monger.
You want to know about Naz Steamboil? He's a racer pilot out in the Shimmering Flats, isn't he? Yeah, I might be able to find something out about him, but it won't be easy, or fast, or cheap.
And never is.
Getting the information on Naz is quite a favorite.
Not right now. Let's talk to Revelgaz. Goblin sponsorship. Much as I hate to admit, that gnome team they have out there is pretty good. Our boys need every edge they can get.
Now let me just get a copy of these blueprints for my own notes, and you can bring these straight to Podzik. Wouldn't want him to think that one of his sponsors was abandoning him. You should be all set to go. Give Podzik my regards and tell him that if he ever needs anything, not to hesitate to ask. I'll be waiting for the news that he breaks the track record soon.
Right. We'll talk to Kebok, take blood-scalped ears.
Damn trolls! They've been killing off our agents in the jungle. I've already lost a good number of my best guards to skirmishes with them. The costs are piling up. How will I explain this to Baron Revelgaz? Decisive action. Think, Kebok. You weren't assigned to the post you have today for sitting around. I've got it. You... adventurer, is it? You'll help me, won't you? There's money to be had. Here's the deal. You bring me the ears of 15 blood-scalped trolls, and I'll compensate you well.
Right. We'll come back and we'll take all the quests that are 36 plus once we're done. I think we have one to take downstairs from Crank. Yeah. Singing blue shards.
The singing crystals are unique to Stranglethorn and are very valuable to certain parties. I can move those crystals, but the Cursed Venture Company makes it hard for an honest entrepreneur like myself to gather any. I'd like to hire you.
The basilisks in Stranglethorn eat the crystal. This gives them their hardened skin, and sometimes decent quality crystal can be harvested from it. You can get it from any basilisk, but the less nasty ones are along the shores south of Zulkunda to the north.
Zulkunda. Alright, let's get another stack of drinks real quick. I'm going to sell all this junk. And then we just need to talk to Drizzlik, and then we're done. We're going to call it probably here for tonight. Drizzlik's in the back. Up there. Tan your hide leatherworks. My man, Drizzlik.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. My equipment is all ready to go, Bale. I just need those skins. We don't want to keep Riddlevox waiting, that's for sure. It's not a good idea for anyone to keep the chief inventor of the Tinkers Union unsatisfied.
These skins should do. Their quality isn't too important, given that they'll make up the inside layer of the boots. But it's still important that they're comfortable. If they're a bit too rigid, I'll use some tiger blood to soften it up.
Smart.
Tricks of the trade, you know? Well, I've got the basic shape of the boots worked out, and they're coming along fine, but the skins you brought aren't going to be quite enough for the inner layers. What are we gonna do, Drizzlik? No doubt the question on your lips. And well, isn't it lucky you're talking to Drizzlik? Because he's going to tell you what we're
Drizzlik,
going
bro.
to do? The inner layers will never really be seen, so we'll just get some of the thicker, cheaper skins from the crocs around Lake Nasfaridi to fill the boots out.
Alright, we need 5 Snapjaw Crocolisk skins, and we'll worry about those another time, so. Alright, let's jump into a bed, get nice and cozy. We went over a little bit tonight.
You will need to find Nat Pagel in Dustwallow Marsh to get...
Nat Pagel, yep. Dragon Balls. What a name. We'll call it here for tonight. I might, in my own free time, head to Menethil, and then next time we play, we'll be in Menethil, because that's where we need to start next session, so we'll see. It's late, though, and I need to go to bed, so we're going to call this one here for now. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.